One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And who gives a crap about the rest of it? Because I got to meet the hobbits!
Yeah.
Were you ready for that? Were you ready for that?
No, actually. I thought you were going to
That's-
tell me you arrive precisely when you mean to or something.
No, that was good. All right. Welcome to two things, all right? Two things. First one being we have a new intro.
Yeah.
Shout out Jacob. New intro rolling in for season 2. We should have should have had it for the first episode, but not everything works as the way it works,
Hey.
Yeah, but welcome to this is episode 18.
Man.
Episode 18.
Man. It's been going a while.
That's how many months is it?
I mean,
Over 4 months. We're almost at
we're
5. Oh
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're
Yeah.
almost half a year deep. But welcome to episode 18 of 2 Degrees of Separation. We are your hosts. My name is Eli.
I'm Jake Jacob. I wasn't going to say that, but at this point.
I heard it. Yeah. And excuse me, my nose is stuffed. And I think
Dude, I'm getting sick.
All right, we're all getting sick. It's all right. Kristen said earlier that she thought she was getting sick and my nose is stuffed up. So, I might be dying. It's okay.
Woke up this morning and there's snow outside.
You lying.
Finally.
He says finally. It's
Up
supposed to be in
north
the 30s
actually
here
got
tomorrow.
a bunch of snow. So I don't feel
Pass.
bad.
Pass. It's the beginning of January, of course. Why not?
Yep.
But yeah.
Yup.
So the intro to anybody that isn't following us on the social medias, I posted a picture on X, the what used to be Twitter, formerly known as Twitter.
The platform.
The platform. Posted a picture on X of Kristen and I meeting Dominic Monaghan, Billy Boyd, and Elijah Wood. Sean Astin was supposed to be there.
Who are they?
Apparently.
Who are they?
Oh!
Who are they?
Oh! Well, wait, let me finish. Sean Astin was supposed to be there, but he got sick. So now I'm sitting here thinking, we went to Comic-Con and we were around a bunch of people. Of course.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Of course. The math adds up, right? So, no, who are they? To anybody who, all right, listen, this was a huge deal, all right? This was a very big deal. Yeah, the
Who
intro
needs
totally.
Disney?
Who needs Disney when you have the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was wild. It's the Dom, Billy, and Elijah. They are the hobbits from the Lord of the Rings, and there's it was called like Wizard Con or something like that, but now it got bought out by Fan Expo, and so that happens here every year in New Orleans. So we went to that.
Jealous.
Who else was there? John Reese Davies, Gimli, he was there.
Yeah.
John Bernthal just walked right by us, and I saw a dude just like a dude saw him walking away, and his jaw just dropped. He just he just
dude, heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I would have been, dude.
It was wild. And then
Why did it have to be you? That's what I would have said. Why did it have to be you?
But
no other context. I wouldn't have
That's
even
it.
said anything else.
Do you think he would have known what you're talking about?
He's probably gotten that so many
million
times.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Saw him. There was a bunch of people. the voice actors for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all 4 of them.
Wait, the new ones?
No, the originals, I think.
No.
Yeah, because they were much older guys.
Dang.
Yeah. Who else? The voice actor for Dora.
There's Soy Dora.
No, there was a ton of people there. I'm trying to think. We met Felicia Day, if you know who that is, Jacob.
No.
Yep. If I showed you a picture of her, you'd probably know who she is. She was in a show called The Guild. She played Charlie in Supernatural. And I don't know how much Supernatural you've actually seen aside from growing up.
Man, it's been a while. It's, there's a song.
It's been a while. He said there's a song. He said there's a song for this moment. No, we met Felicia Day. She was actually just like incredibly nice. She really was. It was really cool. And then yeah, I was, we're standing in line to meet Felicia Day, and then I saw Elijah Wood over down to the left a little bit, and Dom.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Chris, and I said, "Is it weird for me to take a picture of them from afar?" She goes, "I mean, no, but it might look weird."
Yeah.
Listen, this moment, it's not like the Hocus Pocus moment. Like the Hocus Pocus, that whole story, like that entire day was just a thing,
Yeah.
And it was wild, absolutely bananas. That like how we were able to go in and actually like talk to them and like hang out for we were probably in there for 5-10 minutes just talking to them. This literally was like you walked in, said hi,
Cattle,
took a picture, dipped out. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking lickety split, brother.
Yeah, you're shifted like cows.
Ain't nothing
sheep.
but a number.
Yep.
But listen, I got to meet the hobbits.
You got to stare into those deep blue eyes.
Yeah.
Big blue eyes. Are they as big as I always imagined?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, Elijah Wood does have some pretty
Dude,
big eyes.
he just got the craziest eyes.
He does. Yeah. They're not like it's not like, he got like bug eyes, but he's just got big eyes. That's weird.
They're great.
Why you got to say that?
Because
they're great.
Because
They're great.
Dominic Monaghan made a joke about his big blue eyes one time.
I wanted to know before we went, if anybody was gonna go up in there and ask him if he wears wigs.
When will you wear wigs?
No. What would have been great if somebody came up in there with a wig and asked him to wear it. Because then, yes, he would have worn wigs. You know what I'm saying? He would have worn wigs.
I'm sure somebody's had to have done that.
Oh, yeah.
Had to have.
And like that video has been recirculating the internet over the past year. So
Years.
Yeah. Funny. It was wild, though, to like actually, oh my goodness. And I'm going to be real. Was it Dom and Billy with their podcast, The Friendship Onion, which no longer is running.
Yeah. Why?
It was hilarious. Well, politics in the podcast community. I'll just say that, and I'll leave it at that. And I'll tell you off the pod.
Did you ask them?
Why? No.
Why?
I didn't. No. They were a very big reason as to me wanting to like actually start a podcast. I thought it was like, perfect. Why not? You just sit there.
I mean, yeah.
Why not? It's tight. It was so weird. And then Dom, like, I don't know why. You saw the picture. I don't know if you zoomed in. Dom's holding just a
feather.
A purple feather. And I assume it either like fell off of somebody's costume or like I doubt somebody gave it to him, and he probably didn't know what to do. He probably didn't know what to do with his hands, And like I've had people make fun of me for the peace signs that I threw up in the Hocus Pocus picture.
Yeah, now you're just pointing both directions.
Now I'm just hit him with the thumbs, dude. Because I don't know what to do with my hands. What am I just gonna stick them in my pocket? Like what was I gonna do? Like just wrap my arms around Elijah Wood and somebody come in there and shoot
Put
me?
your hands on his shoulder.
That's uncomfortable. Like I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, you know?
Not actually, dude.
Just one hand.
No.
Just one.
Just one. Yep.
Yes. And in the picture, Billy Boyd, yeah, straight up just looks like a grandpa. It's the greatest.
He does, dude.
He totally does. They all look the same, though. They do.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It was exciting. I was happy. It was tight.
Now we just got to, as a unit, we got to get over to New Zealand.
He said, as a unit. As a
unit. Well, it's a big one, dude. That's the place.
That's bucket list. That's bucket list territory.
That's definitely on mine.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Without a doubt. No, it was really cool. Comic-Con, I mean, let me put it this way. I would not have done it if it weren't for the fact of, like, I wouldn't have gone to Comic-Con at all if it weren't for the fact of them being there. And it sucks that Sean wasn't there because this is like a moment that they're almost never all together.
Yeah.
Ever. So I was like, gotta do it. Can't not do it, you know? Can't not do it.
Can't not do it.
But no, we walked around. The Comic-Con here has there was not a single, like, all right, I've been to PAX. That was straight, like, I was looking for video games at PAX, obviously, because it's the big arcade. But there zero video games, not a one. They had a booth set up of like people doing tournaments in like Tekken and Smash and something else, and they had like a booth set up, and it was a big booth, and everybody was like standing around it. But
man, Tekken
no video
nerds.
Games. Tekken nerds.
Dude,
Yeah.
I haven't played Tekken in years. Oh
Tekken-
man.
Tekken, I mean, by technicality, Tekken 3 is the last one I played.
I think the only one I ever played was 2.
Yeah, our cousin had Tekken 3. Yeah.
Good times.
Wild.
Man, I want to meet the hobbits.
Good luck, brethren. Good luck.
Man.
Good luck. That's exactly it. That's exactly why I did it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
No, so yeah, we walked around, paid $15 for a Philly cheesesteak on a hot dog bun.
Oh yeah, dude.
Garbage. And they were like sitting there making the food, and they were like warming the buns on the oven thing. And then some lady comes up and she has like a bag of like actual like big buns. And the guy looks at her, he goes, where did you find those? Which made me believe they have them and they couldn't find them. And they were supposed to be using those. And I was like, that's tight. I just got screwed, dude. Because they did it in front of us.
10 cents different.
I got screwed, dude. What else? I mean, we didn't really get anything while we were there. I got coffee.
Hey, man.
I got 3 bags of coffee. I can't remember all the names of them, but 3 bags of coffee. It was like a peanut butter one. We got a chocolate raspberry one.
Ooh.
And red velvet. Yeah.
Ooh, I guess. Ooh.
He said, ooh, I guess. The red velvet was tight. It was good. The peanut butter one, I currently, you know, like hit him with a I'm drinking it and it's really good.
Muy delicioso.
Muy bueno, you know? No, that was pretty much it though. We walked around, looked. Dude, I have social anxiety for sure, and I don't like approaching people, like at all. But Kristen even asked me. I saw Jason Lee. He's at his booth. There's nobody in his line, and would have
went and talked to him.
Listen, dude, you don't have to go. You don't have to get an autograph. You don't have to get a picture. You can just go talk to these people. And I was like, I'm not gonna bother him. That was going through my head. And he's sitting there at the booth playing on his phone. And I was like, that's Jason Lee. Like, that's Coach Frank, dude. That's what's his name? Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Dude, yeah, what's his face?
You know, it's
Yeah, I
Jason
know.
Lee,
It's Jason Lee, dude.
professional skateboarder. My name is Earl.
From Skate 3, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You'd hit a
Why, I
trick
should
during the
have done it.
training, and he hit you with the ch-ch-ch.
Should have did it. Should have done it. Should have, could have, would have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well.
There's a bunch of people there. I can't even, like,
You hear they're making another Jay and Silent Bob movie?
Of course they are. Why wouldn't
Dude.
they? Kevin Smith ain't gonna stop. No,
Nah, that's true. That's true.
that's that. I mean, that's.
Well, he did
Jason-
stop
I mean, not Jason.
Clerks.
Huh?
He did stop Clerks.
In what world?
That's
Not
done.
this one.
After this last one, it's done.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh well, the hot dang. Yes, indeed. I didn't
Have
know
you
that.
seen it?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen it.
Whoa.
He said, "Whoa!" No, I did. I saw the trailers for it and everything.
Well, you
but
gotta
no.
watch it.
I guess I have to go out and watch it now. There's a lady. I can't remember her name. She played. Have you ever seen Chasing Amy? What's her name?
I don't think so.
Joey Adams. Joey Adams. If I showed you Joey Adams, you would know who it is. She was at Comic-Con. She's got
yeah.
She's got a nasally voice, but
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's in tons of Kevin Smith's movies.
Yeah, she's in Mallrats. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in Mallrats.
And she's
Yeah,
in Big Daddy.
Yep. Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
yeah, she was there. Saw her. Tight. Didn't
Hey.
talk to her. Saw her from afar.
Didn't talk to her.
Just nobody. Didn't talk
I've
to her.
seen so many people today.
Yeah, it
Haven't
was
said a
crazy.
word.
Like when I say John Bernthal walked by us, like I'm talking like
Shake my hand.
10 feet. 10 feet. He just walked on through the crowd. And there was a booth there called Misty Mountain Gaming. Yep, that's what it's called. Misty Mountain Gaming. And they sold like all sorts of D&D stuff, like dice and figures, like 3D printed figures, all that, all sorts of stuff. And Felicia Day, like as we were walking around looking at stuff, Felicia Day was over there buying something from their booth. And it was like really cool because yeah, any normal circumstance of like if they were to get caught out on the street, you know, it would cause chaos. But you're at a nerd convention and nobody cares. That's tight. Like that's cool. Like they were just
That's
walking
what it's
through the
for,
place.
dude. That's what it's for. That's the whole
cool.
purpose. Just to go there and be a nerd with other nerds.
Yeah, this is tight. You've never been to anything like that, have you?
I've not.
Wild. PAX was crazy. PAX was nutty.
Someday, maybe. I don't know, though. I just, like... I don't really even know what I should do when I go to, like, the Renaissance Fair. I go there and I'm like, all right. That's fun.
He says, all right, I'm here. You
Yeah.
know?
And I feel like I'd do the same thing at one of those, but I'd be like, wow, this is so cool for like an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we walked around the entire thing like 5 times
Yeah,
Just
and that's
waiting.
like,
for the photo op, yeah.
yeah.
Like we were there for we got there at 3:30 and we left at like 6. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't long. I mean, because realistically, I'm not gonna comics. Just we never grew up reading comics or like collecting comics at all, so that just wasn't our thing. We were video game nerds, so
Yeah,
don't know.
man.
it is very comic.
Can't get me to read a book,
Ugh.
even if you do put pictures in it.
But yeah, no, the Fan Expo, it's very obviously it's comic related, you know. There's
Right.
tons of actors there, voice actors. They even had like a whole section of like cosplayers.
Oh,
That ain't-
rad.
That ain't my cup of tea, but some people, you know, enjoy
Yeah.
meeting people that do that. So cool. But
Oh, it was like meet and greet for cosplayers. Okay.
yeah. They had their own booths.
I thought it was like a side event for people cosplaying.
No, there was tons of people dressed up. No, there was a ton of people dressed up.
I got you.
But like actual, like legitimate cosplayers, you know?
How do
Yeah.
people make careers out of that?
Advertising, duh.
That's crazy.
Yep. That is crazy. It's cool though. Like tight, dude. You just get
yeah.
your
That's what I'm
life is
saying.
you
It's just
make
crazy.
costumes? That's sick. That's sick. I wish I could do that.
I don't have the patience.
I made the pyramid head outfit. I did that in one night.
Yeah, and then it sat in the basement.
Then it sat in the basement. Yeah. I left Pyramid Head's head, the helmet, just sitting in the basement of my mom's house.
Dude, should have propped it up in the corner back there.
Could you imagine?
Freak
But I'd have to
people
prop
out.
it up like reasonably high up,
Mhm.
you know? Drape a cloth over something.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
have been hilarious. It would have been hilarious. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was all. It was cool though. Meeting the hobbits is like that's
That's towards the top of the list.
That's towards the top of the list for sure, dude. Because growing up, I mean, at what point in our lives, like, was the Lord of the Rings not, not a thing?
I'll be honest with you, it's always been a thing.
Literally since we were like children.
My earliest memories, like 3 years old, I can remember Lord of the Rings at some point from that time period.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've talked about it before, where like I talked about how I went to the movie theater to see Return of the King. I don't even know. Yeah, I was super young. And then our dad, he went to the movie theater and asked them if he could have all of the displays.
Dude, yeah.
We've talked about that. Anything Lord of the Rings related, he collected.
Yeah, you would
To anybody that remembers this, McDonald's.
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking about that actually. Wow.
McDonald's had kids meals that had the Lord of the Rings figures. And
guess who was eating McDonald's?
If you collected all the figures, it created an actual circle. They all connected with each other and it created a circle. Our dad had all of them, dude. Because why not? This man would specifically ball up in there. We would get a kid's meal and he would ask for specific ones. That's crazy. Yes, indeed. I mean, while we were at the Fan Expo, there was a booth selling old, like the original Lord of the Rings characters that Dad collected.
Oh yeah.
And I looked at all of them and I was like, he has all of them. He has all of them, like all of them.
Dude, he still got some in the boxes, even like a bunch in the boxes.
100%. This
Ruined.
man collected ruined. I mean, are they?
Dude, he said they're like junked. If I remember correctly.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Dude, he still got Sting somewhere.
Oh yeah. No,
that apparently is mine.
There you go. No, our dad he loved the Lord of the Rings. So we grew up like that. I mean, every year watching Lord of the Rings multiple times a year. Grew up watching. I watched it was either The Hobbit. No, it was The Hobbit for sure on Laserdisc.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, the original Hobbit cartoon, the Rankin and Bass. So good. 10 out of 10. The Return of the King. 10 out of 10. I'm telling you can't tell me otherwise. It's so good. Grew up watching those. I probably had seen those before before the movies came out.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
I think I had to have, no doubt.
There ain't no way, Jacob. You were born in 99.
Hey.
You were. The first movie came out in 99, I think.
The first movie was being made when I was being made.
I need to end this podcast. Yes, indeed.
You know what also the PS2 games?
Oh.
we've already talked a lot about them, but those games were great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm
And they
the
just need to do it again.
Two Towers and Return of the King, dude. Dude, they were so good. And I remember, so we played the absolute poop out of Two Towers, and I remember when Return of the King came out. So the Two Towers you could only play as Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
Dude.
You could only play those three characters. And then when the Return of the King came out,
and you beat it, you
had
beat it, and you got all the characters.
Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, like, and it was
because you could I remember, dude. You could select the mission, and then they were all silhouettes in that round character selection, and only the people that that episode of the movie was about. Until you could play until you beat it, and then you got all of them, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude,
it was so good. It was so good. Oh yes. No, Lord of the Rings was crazy. Yeah,
that was a great game.
Very, very, very big childhood moment. Like another thing which I find hilarious because I vividly remember. I don't even know what video camera. All right, so like our dad when we were young went to Ireland with our. I know exactly what you're talking about. He went to Ireland with our aunt and our grandfather. All right, and so like our aunt has got to be like what, like almost 20 years older than him.
Yeah,
and, or like that. 10 to 15 for sure. And our grandfather is like significantly older than our dad. And what does my dad do? Brings a toy of Gollum with him. He brought Gollum.
He brought Frodo.
Frodo.
I think he might have brought Sam.
I think he brought Frodo, Sam, and Gollum. And this man had a video camera, and we didn't even own a video camera, so I don't know whose video camera it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he would film. He would make scenes in Ireland.
Dude, that's the only way. That's the only way.
I remember there's a video he took where he was hanging like Gollum out the window of the car they had. He was doing voices and everything. It was crazy. That's so. Oh my goodness. That's like
2005.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Good old 2005, dude. Yeah,
he's been to Ireland like 3 times now.
Yeah,
that's crazy. No, so the Lord of the Rings, very, very, very big. I'm trying to think of like what other Lord of the Rings stuff we like had.
I mean,
anything you can think of.
Really? Honestly. Yeah. Really.
We had it. If it was the Lord of the Rings, we had it, man. It was such a big thing. Oh my goodness. So yeah, meeting the Hobbits was iconic for me. Iconic. Yep. Another day I will never forget. Where I should have put my hand on Elijah Wood's shoulder.
Yeah. Yep. Should have looked into those eyes just a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, it was cool. It was really, really cool. And I'm happy I got to do it. I am. That's so weird. Like, you think about something like that. Like, let's be honest. They, all 3 of them are the only difference between them and us literally is, I mean.
You've looked at them a lot longer than they looked at you in life.
That's a fact. Yeah. But that's the difference. They're just straight up normal people.
Yeah, they are.
They're so normal. Like the conversation we had with Felicia Day, it was just like the most normal, casual, like regular conversation. And that it's like at that moment you're like, dang, you know, they're not some super being. They're just people.
Dude, they're not Illuminati.
Well, I can't.
They didn't sell their soul.
Oh, they didn't. I thought you were talking about actors. I was like, all right. He said they didn't sell their souls. No, but there's definitely actors out there that take, you know, the whole fame thing. It goes to their head, you know, and they can be like really rude individuals because of it. Which All right, I guess if that's what you want to. What did Keanu Reeves just said? I don't want to live in a world where being nice is a weakness.
Dude, shout out Keanu Reeves.
Shout out Keanu Reeves, dude. I love that man. He great. He great. I want to meet him. No, but all this, when I was thinking about the Lord of the Rings stuff, it brought up two things to my brain. Like, because I would definitely consider myself much more of a fantasy nerd than a sci-fi guy, you know? That's
Yeah.
Like, there's sci-fi stuff I like, don't get me wrong, but I was never Star Trek wasn't my
Dude,
cup
I
of tea.
can't watch Star Trek.
Even
like, Star Wars. Like growing up, I liked Star Wars as a kid a lot, but now as an adult, I'm like,
there was a stint in our lives where you definitely were into Star Wars.
Heck yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm not into it. I haven't watched the new movies. I haven't even watched like the Kenobi spinoff. I haven't watched The Mandalorian. None of it.
You haven't watched The Mandalorian?
I haven't watched any of it.
Oh, The Mandalorian's actually tight. And like that's specifically that was the only reason I got Disney Plus, because I wanted to watch it. I just wanted to see what the hype was about, and it's actually really cool. Like still I can watch The Mandalorian and I can appreciate that, but I still have yet to watch any of the new Star Wars movies. Zero. Not a one.
Hey man, once they gave the guy a hilt on his lightsaber.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Where did we go?
Where
did
we go? Where's Liam Neeson?
What?
Where's Liam Neeson?
He played Qui-Gon.
I don't know who you are.
Neeson.
Where's Qui-Gon?
Where's Qui-Gon, dude?
Where's the rat tails, man?
Bring him back.
Bring back the rat tails.
Yeah. I know where they went. They got killed off with the Padawans, dude. Come on.
Dude, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
They slaughtered them like animals.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. No, but definitely bigger into the fantasy. So I get this. I get this from Dad. And I'm gonna be honest. Like when I'm into something, I'm into it. I'm not quite like him, but like I guess I get into the mind space of it more so. Like so meeting the hobbits and then like being surrounded by a lot of fantasy stuff. I was just thinking, of course, the Elder Scrolls games. First of all,
oh yeah.
I'm like, dang. All right, so yep. Now is the time, Jacob. Now is the time.
Dude,
now is the time, Jacob.
You have no problem.
Skyrim
with me. No problem with me. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, I'm waiting for right now is the new Nulvis mod pack to come out. I don't even mod my Skyrim anymore. I'm just waiting for these packs. But if y'all want me to make top 5 mods, oh by golly.
For it. Oh by gosh, by golly.
Yep. There's the mod list on the way.
So Jacob and I have toyed with the idea. All right, so spin-off of the podcast. We've talked about it. Nothing's set in stone yet, but because we've been talking about Skyrim and we haven't really talked about the other Elder Scrolls games that much, but we've talked about Skyrim.
We could.
And so we could.
I just made Lindsay watch Sky Oblivion.
Yes, dude. Yes.
I was like, watch this. You got to see it.
It's so good. No, but Jacob and I have been toying with the idea of there are mods for Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. So that's Elder Scrolls 3, 4, and 5. And we talked about, hey, maybe we play it together, and maybe we, put it over on the YouTubes. You never
wherever, man.
That what will 2024 bring us? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
You never know.
I like playing games.
If y'all interested in something like that, hey, let us know in the comments down below. No. No. Maybe I'll put that as like the.
If you want to hear me complain about not having a mini map in Morrowind.
Oh yes.
Comment down below. You want to
Yeah.
see me shoot myself across the map wearing the boots of blinding speed?
I gotcha.
Say no more.
You know what's crazy is like Morrowind. There's no quest markers. You know that, right?
There's nothing, dude.
0.
There's
So
nothing. It's
you
just
have
like
to
there's a cave
read.
on the west side of this mountain.
Yeah, you have to read, and you have to
Yeah.
actually find that stuff.
Oh man.
And then, so I said there was 2 things in it being the Elder Scrolls games. The other thing being Dungeons and Dragons, dude.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dude.
I haven't played. We've only had a couple sessions of playing D&D, and it was always a blast. A lot of fun, and that's hand in hand with Baldur's Gate 3, Jacob.
Hey,
This week, it's happening this week.
I
playing
modded my
Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Of course, why wouldn't you?
Can we play together if it's modded? Do I have to remove them?
No, we all have to have the same mods.
Oh. I didn't add that many.
He says, "Listen, y'all can do it. It's fine." But yeah, so Dungeons and Dragons, all right. And are you ever open to playing D&D, or are you just like, nah?
The thing is, like, who am I gonna play it with?
I mean, you can play D&D online, sir.
Hey, that sounds crazy.
I mean, playing Baldur's Gate 3 is almost like playing a pre-written D&D campaign. I mean, that's literally what it is. It's literally what it is. It is Dungeons and Dragons. Like that's what it is. It is Dungeons
all about
and Dragons.
it.
Tight.
Was it Game of the Year to me? No.
Yes.
Can I use my WASD keys now? Yes.
Yes. Over
Mods
the
are
shoulder cam?
crazy. Over the shoulder cam? Yes.
Yeah, so need to play that. You remember growing up? Because our dad
do.
actually that's crazy, right?
I do.
I do. No, our
They
dad
tried to
growing-
stop me. They tried. They put
did.
me in lots of car accidents, but I remember.
And then you you had that growth spurt at one point.
Yeah, blew my face out on a trampoline. It's crazy.
Now you 6'7". Should have been an NBA player.
Dude,
no.
no. No, I can't jump.
There you go. But no, so our dad growing up, he grew up in the 80s, all right? He played D&D a lot growing up. And so he actually had, which I do believe is the original box set of Dungeons and Dragons. If I do remember
Probably.
so correctly. I'm trying to type this.
He had like metal figures.
Yeah, so he got metal figures, probably made with lead paint. It's fine.
I was just gonna say he probably put lead paint all over them suckers.
Okay, wait. So his
weren't painted.
No, they were straight just metal.
Yeah,
And they were so sick.
He
the
painted
skeleton.
them, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. He had the skeleton, big old skeleton that you could put these figures. Some of them came with weapons that you could actually put in their hands. So they didn't have anything in their hands, and then you could put it in the hands.
Oh
And
yeah, I
that's
remember.
tight.
I think one wizard had like a staff or something.
Yeah. No, that was mine. I got that growing up. That was mine.
Oh,
No. He had one.
I mean, I was so young.
Yeah.
I just
so-
remember loading my pockets up with them suckers.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been more than 4 or 5, dude. Dude.
I don't know. His box set wasn't red. It had a dragon on it. A red dragon, to be specific. And everything I'm seeing online, it's the TSR Classic Dungeons and Dragons game. That's literally that's that's wild. Oh my goodness, that's wild. Never taught us how to play D&D, but
Dude, he used to just say it's too confusing.
let me be real. When our first session of playing D&D, basically the entire first session was us making characters. I'm being so dead serious about that. Kristen took like an hour and a half to make a character.
Dude, have you not made a character in Skyrim or any other game?
Dog, it's just like I'll wing it with a preset and then I'll just kind of
Dude.
change it a little bit because what's the
Ah,
point? I'm not gonna sit there and look at their face the entire time.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's what
That
I
was
hate about Cyberpunk.
that's what I was about to say. What was the point of them? So
Because
you
it was
could look at
supposed to be
yourself
a
in the
third
mirror.
person game.
You could just look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, that's
It was supposed to
tight,
be
dude.
third person.
I can
dude.
see
There
my
was supposed
face
to be
when I ride a
cutscenes.
motorbike.
It's supposed to be so much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
But hour and a half for her to make her character, and then like keeping track of everything is just absolute chaos. Like you have to have a notebook to keep track of all your stats. Like you have to. You have to keep track of all your gold, or like not gold, but like your money. You all of your different stats. So the weapons you get while playing D&D, it affects your like how much damage you do. Like there's a ton that goes into it, and like the best way I can explain it to somebody like you, Jacob, like having played a little bit of Baldur's Gate, is imagine literally every single statistic in that game, every single one of them, armor, weapons, just like how your character was originally created with all the different backstory, you know, like where they came from, what race they are, all that stuff. The game takes care of that for you. You have to do that yourself when you play D&D. You take care of all of that yourself. So you have to, like, you learn how to be a manager playing D&D.
I mean,
it's crazy. It's wild. This is so much. So I mean, yeah, us growing up.
When Catch me never being a dungeon master.
Oh yeah, there's 0% chance. Like go watch Critical Role. Those people are great. They're great.
Yeah. The voice actor for Ellie used to be on Critical Role, if I remember correctly.
She was, and Matt, what's his name? Matt. La la la. Our brain went to the same place, dude.
Jason Lee.
I'm so mad. No.
That's how you should have approached him.
Yeah, could you Matt. Could you imagine if he would have responded with la la la?
He probably would have.
I'm so mad. I should have done it. But
well,
what the heck is his name? Oh, I'm so mad. He voiced Leon in the remakes. Not the remakes.
I don't know his name.
In the remakes. Dang it. Dude, oh my goodness. I gotta Google it, sorry. Let's see, what's his name? Matt Mercer.
Matt Mercer.
Yeah. And he's actually
Shout out Matt Mercer.
He's voice acted a ton of people. He did the like the main guy in Attack on Titan 2.
Shout out Matt Mercer.
Yep, shout out Matt Mercer. He's a crazy DM. He's hilarious. But when like you think of something like Stranger Things, okay, the entire show, to anybody who has seen D&D, I mean not D&D, seen Stranger Things and not knowing anything about Dungeons and Dragons, yes, they play Dungeons and Dragons. There's a lot of connections, but like somebody who knows about D&D, the entire show, everything about it literally is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
All of the animals, like the creatures in the show. Vecna is actually a person in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
There is a literal like story behind Dungeons and Dragons, and Stranger Things uses it. Like
that's rad.
It is. And so
you know
like
what's crazy?
What?
Cyberpunk is the same thing.
I mean, well, yeah, of course, it's an RPG. That's I think that's why I like RPGs.
It was a tabletop game from the 80s.
What?
Cyberpunk was a tabletop game from the 80s.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not kidding.
Are you actually being serious?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
You just said Cyberpunk. I do believe so.
Tabletop role-playing game created by Mike Pondsmith in 1988.
Whoa! That's crazy. That's wild. But, so, what I was saying about Stranger Things is, so you see these kids, playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry. what their age when they first started doing Stranger Things was that, I mean, they were 12 to 15. All right.
When they first started, dude, they were like 8, 9.
Were they that young?
Maybe. Yeah, dude, they were
all right.
kids.
They were kids. And like, I'm like thinking about it, like our dad was also very young when he was playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I could not at the age of 17, my brain still wouldn't have been able to figure out what the crap is going on. I'm 27 years old, dude. And there's still stuff I'm trying to like, huh? You know? I leveled up. I get a new spell. All right, so I go look at the spells. There's 130 different spells that I have to go read through every single one of them. Dog, how did these children, I'm not talking about Dungeons and Dragons, but the era.
Stranger Things? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Stranger Things, yeah. I'm talking about the era of Dungeons and Dragons and who is like really playing it. Back in the 80s was, I mean, a lot of kids. That's crazy.
What else did they have to do?
Go ride bikes, play with sticks, dog.
But when you got a whole fantasy world that you can create.
It was like a video game.
And at the time, there's like no video games. Yeah, there's just movies and you ain't got the internet.
You can only play so much Pong, right?
Maybe, I was going to say, maybe you got the Atari, maybe.
You could play Adventure, come on.
So you could look at the wall and think of things, or you could look at the board.
And then back
create
then,
something.
I know Dad also in the box set of the D&D stuff he had, it had little like
did he have player charts?
No. The card stock characters that were like printed on the they were tiny and they represented your character. So like at what point did the figures come into play? Because I doubt that first came out when Dungeons and Dragons did, but I might be wrong. So like kids back in the day, imagination, like hit me with the SpongeBob, dude. Imagination. Their imagination was broad. Even us growing up, our imagination was pretty broad. Kids today, dude, just from what I've seen,
they ain't got imagination.
I won't say that, but it's not like it's just a different era because they're able to grow up with technology, whereas like we really didn't.
Dude, we were right on the end. We were right on the end of going outside every day.
Like, yeah, I didn't have my first cell phone until I was 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah,
and
I don't think
kids
I got
at the
mine
age
until
of
I was going into middle school.
They getting cell phones out the womb. Here you go. Here's your iPad.
Cool Crazy. For them, man.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not trying to like talk down on them by any means. It's just it was a completely different era, and just to think that, I mean, what, the 80s were 40 years ago. That's crazy,
dude. That's crazy. We went to the moon in the 60s. Apparently,
welcome. He's a firmament. No,
here's something, dude. Space. We made a phone call from the moon in 1960 something.
It's fine.
But I can't get cell phone service in the basement of a brick building.
Oh yeah, facts. Or Hobby Lobby.
Or Hobby Lobby or Walmart.
Yeah. Ain't happening.
But the moon.
It's fine.
The moon, dude.
Yep. But so D&D is crazy. Like all that. D&D is man. That's the reason I bought my 3D printer. Still haven't used it, but hey, found out that one of the guys that basically he was our DM. We would go to his house and play D&D. For Christmas, his wife bought him the same printer that I have, and he's been wanting this printer forever, and he's actually been waiting for me to use it, and I just never did. And so we went over to their house right before Christmas, and he showed me, he did a print of Astarion from Baldur's Gate. And it was mind blowing. And I was like, how did you? I'm so afraid. Like, I'm going to break it the first time I use it. I guarantee you, like, that's my
Nah.
luck. And he was like, he is like, this is straight default settings. I haven't done anything. I literally just got, what is it? Cubics, I think is what it's called, is the program.
Mm-hmm.
I said, he showed me, he just put his printer, that preset in, and printed.
Yeah, I was gonna
And he
say,
was like,
isn't
and
it just like a file that people
it is
create?
not that easy, Jacob. Up until like
No,
very
not-
recently.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like-
Like, there's presets people have online now. It's not like it's easy to go create a character to 3D print.
Oh,
Just-
yeah. No, I'm talking about the print settings.
Oh,
I'm not even talking about the models to print. It's the print settings
sure
are the
it's
problem.
easy. I'm
It's-
sure it's easy.
Up until
You're
recently,
just-
it hasn't been.
You're just confusing yourself.
It's D&D all over again. That's life, dude. That's fine. It's fine. I'm just stay confused. No, but yeah, I've been wanting to use the printer, and I got such a cool idea of something like I want to make as like not a brand, but like as a, I don't know, almost like a toy series, and I have such a cool idea for it. So any of you D&D nerds out there, if I actually, get around to using my 3D printer, keep your head on a swivel, because this thing's gonna be tight. Trust me. Oh, I'm so excited. I just need to use the printer. Hey, guess what? Need to use the printer.
And we're on our way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other like not sci-fi, fantasy stuff that I just like really.
No, I see you have on the dock here Middle Earth Minecraft.
Oh!
And are you talking about that giant multiplayer map?
Yes, ma'am.
Man, that's like got 1 trillion different individual blocks that they've hand placed.
It was 12 years. 12 years.
It's the way
That
to do
map-
it.
The map has been in development for 12 years. It is literally all of Middle Earth.
I remember when they were just getting to Minas Tirith.
Hey, Jacob,
Years
you
ago.
want to play some Minecraft?
I've been on that map before.
Hey, Jacob, you want to play some Minecraft?
No.
He says no.
No.
I saw a video yesterday of somebody made Minas Tirith in Lego Fortnite.
What?
Yeah.
Dude. I don't have the patience.
They no, the building is rough at times, but no, they just announced that they announced the next update for Lego Fortnite, and they're adding new mobs and like building
Are
blocks and all
they?
sorts of stuff. Yeah. So they're like actively going to be working
Oh.
on this game.
Oh,
Tight.
it's about time.
Tight. Yep.
Quite
So
literally
that's-
have done just about everything there is to do in Lego Fortnite.
Dang. Wait. Have you seen the D&D movie? The new one. I'm not talking the old. Dookie
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. They refer to Baldur's Gate in that movie.
They refer to Baldur's Gate. There's a bunch of references. A bunch.
Yeah.
The new D&D movie was tight, and I do believe they are making a second one.
You know,
I'm excited. It was sick.
all power to them. But
He said all power to him.
those
was
movies
hilarious.
just never grip me very well.
I mean, huh? What do you mean those
Dude.
movies?
I don't. Those. They're like. It's like those kind of movies is just a reskin of like an Avengers platform.
Kind of, but
No, it is.
Jacob, it's D&D.
It is, but it's also got the same
Avengers ripped
cinematic
off
effects
D&D.
as the Avengers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And
it does.
it's just so overly CGI and like, wow, fast, boom, bang, wow, this is crazy, cool,
This is
oh,
crazy.
wow, yeah, oh, funny joke, movie's over.
Yeah.
I don't like watching that for 2 hours.
I'd rather play Skyrim. No, I'm just
I would rather, yeah, dude, I would rather play something or just, I don't know.
Yeah. This entire episode has just been fantasy, and I love it. I'm sorry.
Hey,
It's
I
fine.
want to play Morrowind now so bad.
So yeah, y'all, if you want to see us play some Elder Scrolls games, let us know. Could you
Or
imagine?
Baldur's Gate.
Or Baldur's Gate. I don't know. Baldur's Gate, that's a tough one, dude. Like, there's so like Skyrim, you can go out and do whatever, real quick. Baldur's Gate, it ain't that easy. If like
No, it's
it ain't
freaking.
that
It takes
easy.
forever to do anything.
I probably have 15 to probably about 20 hours into the game at least, and we're still in the first act.
I haven't even gotten out of the Goblet place.
Yes, indeed.
I'm still there. I've just been doing stuff in that area still.
Because there's a ton. There's a ton. Absolute ton. Yeah.
And now I gotta make another character?
Yeah, you do. Yep. Yep.
First, I gotta play Morrowind.
There you go. Yes. We need to do the mods of the week. 100%.
Mods of the week. We could.
Whether it be Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Cyberpunk, The Witcher has mods, dude. We didn't even talk about The Witcher.
You're telling me.
I remember playing The Witcher 3. No. Yeah, The Witcher 3 for the first time and sitting there like, you like fighting people, and then they got the cinematic, like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just gonna hack off a leg and an arm in one fell swoop. And you're like, whoa, dude, what?
I remember when I first played The Witcher 3, I was so into that game. Oh my goodness, I was so into that game.
RPGs,
I spent weeks playing that game.
RPGs?
I found a glitch in that game where you could get infinite XP by running past these two pillars in a certain area of the map.
You're a cheater.
You could just run by, run back, and then run by again, and you'd get like tons of XP.
Cheater.
It was at that point at the end of the game where it's like you're going to that last island area, and you're basically only doing so much.
Yeah. No, the world of The Witcher is bananas. And shout out Henry
DLC
Cavill.
was great.
Dude, Henry Cavill, like, shooting down the series just because he was like, nope, it's straying too far from the books. This is dumb. Shout out Henry Cavill.
He should have did that when they proposed he wear that wig the way he did.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude.
Just, yeah. And now he's just going to be in Warhammer, so, like, he's just keeping the nerd alive,
I mean, doesn't he love WoW?
No, I mean, he loves WoW too, but Warhammer is like that's his thing. Like, that's his, this man has been playing Warhammer forever.
Warhammer?
Warhammer, like 40K. Yeah. Like the Space Marines? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Jacob's not having it. Sci-fi, I'm telling you. That's why I'm a fantasy person. Sci-fi is never... Yeah. I like sci-fi, but fantasy...
I like cyberpunk.
I like cyberpunk. Oh, dude, there was a guy, I forgot! I should have taken a picture of him. There was a guy at the expo who was dressed... He had just a fluorescent yellow, like, big...
Oh, is he David?
Jacket.
From the Edge Runner cartoon?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. I was trying to figure out when I saw him. I was like, dude, like, I know this from somewhere. Like, I even looked at Chris and I was like, this guy's straight out of Cyberpunk. Like, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, David. You know, David. I think his last name is Martinez.
Like, the jacket had the... Not a lapel. What is it? It's like the collar was like standing straight up, and inside the collar he had LEDs ringing like.
Yeah, dude, you can get one of those jackets for like
so sick.
I'm looking at it right now. Those jackets are like $180.
That's disgusting. It was sick though.
That's
it was
true.
So
it does
cool.
have LEDs in it too. Wow.
Yeah. He had like the big bulky boots. Like it was. Oh yeah, baggy pants. It was sick. It was sick. Oh. Yeah, no, that was tight. Time to start playing Cyberpunk.
Hey, man. Time to start just playing more games. That's all. More games. More games. I want to play Morrowind so bad now, dude. Wow. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Yeah, before we started the podcast, we were talking. Jacob and I do this thing where we will talk about stuff like when we go to prepare to do the podcast, we will like just like talk about stuff we've been watching or like been playing or it's stuff we've seen on the internet, and we just like we will sit there and talk 20 minutes before we actually start the podcast. And it's like, why did we do that? We could have been talking with y'all the entire time.
Yeah. But then
We were
it's like
talking-
halfway in between that conversation, one of us gets up, and then it's like,
Yeah, we're going around doing stuff. It's not like we're sitting down in like a semi formal situation like this.
right.
I say semi formal, but if we were using video cameras, I'm wearing a robe and pajama pants. So,
Dude,
shout
I'm
out.
wearing a crew neck that's got a vinyl printed Sauron's eye, Isengard, and the One Ring and the Mountain of Doom from our older sister.
What? Oh,
It's
is it the
rad.
tie-dye one?
Yeah.
I want a picture of yours. Riley got me one that says
Uh.
Raccoon City Police Department on it.
Oh, rad, dude.
Kristen got Harry Potter.
Oh, rad, dude.
I need to see a picture of yours for sure.
Yeah, I'll show you mine.
Tight.
Lord
Tight. No, that's sick. I love Lord of the Rings.
of the Rings is great, dude. I also got the Silmarillion. Got to read it.
From who? Where? What?
Riley got it for me.
Dang, no way.
Yeah, she also got me the Lost Text of Numenor.
Which also reminds me, Jacob,
Rings of Power.
no,
Oh.
your package has been shipped, and I meant to ask you yesterday if you
No.
received it yet, but it is currently. Oh, you're gonna get it tomorrow. It
Mm.
arrived in Detroit today.
Oh. Detroit.
Oh wait, what? Out for delivery. Oh no, dude. It
Uh-oh.
literally says no such number. What?
Oh, no.
I used your address. How?
Hey,
Jacob, you don't have
man.
an
We'll
address?
figure it out. Hey.
We're gonna figure it out.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing. All right, but all right. That's enough Lord of the Rings for one day, right? That's enough.
It's been an
Oh,
hour. A
it has
whole
been an
hour of
hour.
fantasy.
Love it. Next week we're just gonna talk about wrestling.
Dude, we could. We will.
You thought I was joking.
We will. No, we will.
Just
Oh,
straight up,
man.
you thought I was joking. Yeah, yep. I think it's time to wrap it up for this week's episode of 2 Degrees of Separation, hosted by Elijah and Jake Jacob. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think that now I gotta go figure out what happened to your package. Oh my god.
Oh, man. You know,
I don't know. I don't know. So, on that note, thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoy this podcast, please make sure to follow or sub wherever you're at on, your corner of the internet.
rate it 5 stars, man.
Give us 5 stars, dude.
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 Imagine the star sound effect from Mario every time you rate this podcast 5 stars.
Are you talking about the bip, 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 bip,
You're darn tootin'.
Listen, just
That's
imagine
how I
that's playing.
feel.
It's fun.
That's how I feel every time.
Yeah. Boost the ego. No.
Yes. Turn me into Megamind.
Yeah. And if y'all want to follow us on the social medias, because like I said, I posted a picture of the picture with the hobbits. If you want to follow us on the social medias, it is at the number 2 DOF separation.
Everywhere.
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 Across the internet.
Across the globe.
Probably even if you're on the moon.
I was gonna say the internet's bouncing out. Oh my goodness, bouncing out in space. So we out there.
Dude.
We out there. We worldwide.
Worldwide. Dolly, Mr. 305.
No.
Coming to you live, Mr. Miami. Dude.
All right. Okay.
You've been seeing the DJ Khaled videos recently?
Stop, Jacob.
Dude.
Yes.
Dude.
Make your best move your next move.
Dude. Cappuccino.
Yeah. No.
Just laugh. Why does he do that?
I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Dude, there's 10-foot aliens in Miami. And you didn't hear about the 10-foot aliens in Miami?
No.
Oh man,
That
there's
sounds like
10
somebody
foot
on bath
aliens in
salts.
Miami.
This is crazy. You know,
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna be in Miami.
it'll be in Miami. Yeah. Yep.
Anyways,
if it happens.
that's where we're ending it.
That's where we're
happen.
ending it.
It's gonna be in Miami.
Miami. On that note, thank y'all so much for lending an ear. And we will see you next week. Maybe we'll talk about the WWE. Maybe we'll talk about the WWF.
The
Maybe we'll talk about
WWE.
the WW. Maybe we'll talk about ECW. Maybe we'll talk about
Oh.
TNT. Maybe we'll talk about
Ooh.
I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. On that note, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.